Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good evening. You're watching Oman News. First, the headlines. Omani-British Friendship Association discusses enhancing cooperation in cultural and scientific aspects between the two countries. The Sultan achieves the 5th place among the Arab countries in International Peace Index for the year 2014. With the 5 hospitals and capacity of 1,050 beds, the components of Medical City are approved. And the 7th Nursing Specialized Day discusses in the Governorate of Boremi the latest scientific methods in the field of dealing with heart attacks. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent cable greetings to His Majesty King Felipe VI of Spain on his accession to the throne of the kingdom. His Majesty Sultan also sent cable of greetings to His Excellency President Juan Manuel Santos of Colombia on his re-election for the 2nd presidential term. Developing cooperation relations, especially cultural aspects between the two countries, and benefiting from British expertise in the technical, scientific and literary fields were the center of discussions of the meeting of Omani-British Friendship Association. It was attended from the Omani side by His Highness Sayyid Haytham bin Tariq Al Said, while from the British side by His Royal Highness Prince Andrew, Duke of York. The two sides reviewed during the meeting the Society's role in enhancing aspects of economic cooperation and exchange of expertise. The United Kingdom is one of the most significant investors in the Sultanate, representing one-third of the volume of investment in the Sultanate. The volume of trade exchange between the two countries has increased in the beginning of this year by 18%, reaching to $1 billion annually. The Sultan has achieved the 5th place among the Arab countries in International Peace Index for the current year 2014, which was issued by Economics and Peace Institute. The Sultan became the 59th position globally. Iceland topped the list on the index of the year, followed by Denmark and Australia. The index indicated that the world became less peaceful by 4% compared to 2008. It also mentioned that 51 countries achieved a better position compared to 111 countries whose position deteriorated. Europe is still the most peaceful in the world. It is estimated that the cost of violence and security deterioration of the global economy worth more than $9 trillion. With 5 hospitals and therapeutic and diagnostic centers and capacity of 1,050 beds, His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed Al-Saidi, Minister of Health, approved the components of Medical City. It aimed to provide high-quality specialized medical care. The Medical City include a specialized hospital, pediatrics hospital, accident hospital and organ transplant hospital, a neurology center, radiology clinic, laboratories centers, rehabilitation center, College of Health Services and a research and postgraduate center. It also includes areas of investment by private sector to establish shopping, residential and entertainment centers. All these specializations under one roof will facilitate providing integrated medical care and consultation for patients. The Minister of Health completed the preparation of the project manager specifications contract. The tender for appointment of a project manager for the Medical City will be hopefully awarded very soon. The project will be constructed in Halban area. In a contribution to strengthen Omani-South Korean relations and understanding between the two peoples, the Sultan took part in the International Book Fair in Seoul, attended by His Excellency Dr. Abdul Munim bin Mansour Al-Ahsani, Minister of Information. Almost 369 publishing houses represented 23 countries around the world took part in the International Book Fair in Seoul in its 20th round, in which the Sultan, represented by the Minister of Information, participated as the guest of honor. His Excellency the Minister of Information stated that the Sultanate has a pavilion including cultural and civilizational diversification from Oman through its historical, literary and artistic works. It also has Omani traditional dresses, hospitality and other Omani civilizational features. The Sultan's pavilion witnessed a great turnout who expressed their admiration towards it. The Sultan's ambassador to South Korea stated that the Sultanate was chosen as the guest of honor for the occasion of the 40th anniversary of Omani-South Korean strong relations. The Minister of Culture, Sports and Tourism of South Korea stressed the deep-rooted relations between the two countries and the Sultan. At the end of his mission as his country's ambassador to the Sultanate, His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed al-Nu'mani, Minister of Royal Office, received His Excellency Dr. Luay Isa, Ambassador of the State of Palestine, accredited to the Sultanate, who expressed his appreciation for the care he received from all officials in the Sultanate. On his part, the Minister thanked the Ambassador for the efforts he exerted to enhance existing relations in all spheres between the Sultanate and the State of Palestine during his tenure in the Sultanate, wishing him continued success in his future missions. Viewing relations that bind the two countries and ways of strengthening them between the Sultanate and Senegal were at the focus of the meeting of His Excellency the Minister of the Royal Office today with His Excellency Ibrahim Dia Khati, Senegal's accredited ambassador to the Sultanate. In order to use the outcome of national, regional and international studies in the fields of security and national defense, the activities of strategic exercise decision-making 1 concluded at the College of National Defense. The exercise was conducted during the period from the 8th to 19th of June. The conclusion ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Masoud Al-Sinaidi, Minister of Commerce and Industry, in the presence of His Excellency the Secretary General of the Ministry of Defense and some military officers. The attendees were briefed on the exercise stages and ways to utilize latest theoretical and strategic foundations and theories of the exercise. The college is concerned to qualify leaders and senior civil and military officials based on modern approach that enable them to understand national considerations and strategic planning requirements and develop their strategic thinking and analysis. Still to come in our news bulletin, a ceremony was held in the Wilayat of Rakhyut, Shlim and Al-Halaniyat Islands to honor a group of craftswomen.
تجوال عمان للخيول 2014 الخميس بعد أخبار 10 مساء، ويعاد الجمعة بعد أخبار 2 ظهرا.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The Minister of Manpower in Muscat held a ceremony to mark the graduation of 275 trainees within the training program, prepared to qualify them before entering the work market and help them going through interviews and convince others of their capabilities. The program entitled Skills is meant for students of Higher Technical College in Muscat, Technical College in Musanna, and students expected to graduate from different specializations. The ceremony was held under the auspices of His Excellency Hamad bin Khamis Al-Amri and the Secretary of Manpower for Labor Affairs. Social empowerment for the disabled women was a workshop organized by Minister of Social Development in Muscat today. It discussed women's reality in the Omani law and services rendered by the Minister of Social Development for disabled women, besides challenges being faced and some laws organizing work in this field. These themes were tackled by two work papers. The first was entitled Disabled Women, Reality and Challenges, and the second paper was under the Women Through Labor Law. The workshop was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Badr Al-Maawli, Under-Secretary of the Ministry of Social Development, and aimed to support handicapped women's role in building society and facing the challenges to enable them in economic and social spheres, as well as to develop their self-potentials. The Ministry of Regional Municipalities and Water Resources organized an open day for kids of the ministry's employees within the activities of the 7th Summer Gathering, aiming to strengthen principles of participation among government units and families of its employees. The open day included various corners, mainly Omani costumes, handicrafts, henna making, drawing on faces, fruit designing, Omani desserts, scientific competitions and works made by the participants. Al-Brahmi Referral Hospital held a specialized nursing forum in the presence of doctors and nurses from many governorates of the Sultanate. The forum included 7 work papers illustrating the latest scientific findings to handle heart attacks and showcased the importance of correct diagnosis as well as the healthy ways of dealing with patients in order to prevent infection. The forum aims to develop medical skills in controlling urgent cases and ways of helping cardiac patients and latest methods of anesthesia and oxygen therapy. As part of training program organized by Public Authority for Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises, SMEs, a training course was implemented in entrepreneurship at the branch of Oman of Chamber of Commerce and Industry in Sohar. Course aimed to acquaint with entrepreneurship, available scientific opportunities, the importance of blending innovative elements in commercial projects, and best use of resources. The course was attended by a number of owners of SMEs from the wilayas of Sohar. More than 200 summer centers were implemented by the Department of Endowments and Religious Affairs in the wilayas of the Governorate of Al-Lahira. The summer program targeted the youth category through various cultural, artistic and social activities. It also included lessons on reciting and memorizing the Holy Quran, in addition to some workshops that enhance the capabilities of students in various fields. The summer activities will last until the end of the holy month of Ramadan. A ceremony was held at Auditorium of Applied Sciences College in Salalah to honor 100 male and female students from Quran teaching schools affiliated with Sultan Qaboos Higher Center for Cultural and Science at the Governorate of Dhofar for the year 2013-2014. These schools contribute in teaching the students the Holy Quran and ways of reading and receive students every year for a period of 4 scholastic years in accordance with specified regulations and conditions. The College of Technology in Salalah, in cooperation with Information Technology Authority, organized a seminar on social media networks and their effect on the society. The seminar tackled numerous matters such as rules and regulations attached to these networks and discussed legal aspects in addition to importance of e-marketing in light of information leap which can be benefited by college students and higher education institutions. Within the context of partnership among Public Authority for Craft Industries, Khalhat LNG Company and the Ministry of Social Development is holding numerous qualifying programs in the Sultanate. A ceremony was held in the wilayas of Rakhiyut, Shlim and Al-Halaniyat Islands to honor a group of craftswomen. These women were trained in using leather and coconut crust to make various types of bags, keychains and other crafts products. The participants expressed that the training course was beneficial for them and more such activities are needed to preserve the Omani crafts heritage. Now for the general weather forecast, clear to partly cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas of the Governorate of Dhofar with chances of intermittent drizzle. Rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies. Winds will be southwesterly light to moderate along the southeastern coast, while it will be northwesterly to westerly light to moderate along the rest of the Sultanate. Seas along the coastal areas overlooking the Arabian Sea will be rough with a maximum wave height of 3.5 meters, and rest of the Sultanate's coast will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. Omani-British Friendship Association discusses enhancing cooperation in cultural and scientific aspects between the two countries. The Sultanate achieves the 5th place among the Arab countries in International Peace Index for the year 2014. With 5 hospitals and capacity of 1,050 beds, the components of Medical City are approved. And the 7th Nursing Specialized Day discusses in the Governorate of Waremi the latest scientific methods in the field of dealing with heart attacks. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here in the newsroom and the studios, it's another weekend. Enjoy it. Good night.